Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Jasper. We are now playing Insanity Flyff, and today we are going to do a guide on how to do the Crypt dungeon. Okay, I already did the first dungeon a few weeks ago, but I want to make a new dungeon with the complete information so that you guys can also do this dungeon. Now, in this first stage is what you can see. Khan cannot be dealt with magic damage, so the only damage dealers that can be able to kill these monsters will be one-on-one players like Slayer, crack shooters, Force Master PVE type, because any magic skill won't be able to hit them. So what I recommend is you initially hit them one by one, and in this area, if your build is pure strength, then you will have bigger damage. But for me, somehow I am on full stamina because I don't want to risk on dying in this level, and I don't want to I don't want to waste any restart around this area. So far my damage is doing around 70 million. That's not bad actually. With the right element, then you will be able to reach your targeted damage around this area. Now, as we progress in this level, just follow the stairs, and if you're not familiar with the Crypt dungeon, it's actually very easy to memorize. I recommend that you open your navigation panel so that you're able to see where you're going, and if it's your first time, then I do recommend to do it. Or you can also use Google if you want to. Now, there are two types of monsters around here. This one is an element of electricity. As what you can see, in my knuckle right now, I have the stone element. So the weakness of electricity is stone. If you want to make a better damage in this area, I recommend that you pierce your knuckle or change your element of your weapon or your suit into stone. Now, the darker ones actually are a little bit, I have less damage in this one because the element is wind. Now, the weakness of wind element, I think it's fire. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's fire, or I think it's, yeah, I think it's fire. The weakness of wind element is fire. So if you want to change your, see the difference, my damage becomes like around 47 in pure stamina build, or 30 or something. So that is the difference between using an element of stone or earth and hitting wind type element. Now, the element of the first boss is electricity, so my damage is actually perfect for this boss. I'm doing like around 50 or something, around 60, or sometimes it goes to 70, depends on the wrath of my character. Also, if you have full primes, I recommend that you use full primes, but for now I'm gonna stick with this one. And me and Nezu is doing it all the time, so we can just like leave our force masters around here, and then we do the tanking. I have a tank, we do duel, he has his seraph, and to make it easier while we do this boss, we actually do and hit the mobs so that you won't waste time. Because the thing is, if we wait until this one is over and then start doing the mobs, it will take us quite a while. Actually, it will take us quite a while. Alright, so let's see until we finish this boss. As what you can see, go full stamina in this area. Recommendation will be full stamina because it's better to have like a 4 million HP around here, or if your HP is around 3.5, doesn't matter, just go full stamina because I think the damage of the monster is not that big, so you will be able to survive the first boss stage. If you are not so sure about this first boss, I do recommend that you bring your own tank. If you have a tanker around this area, that will be really helpful. If the tank has good HP, then good, because when the Templars do hit, they normally have this passive skill that makes damage times 2. So imagine that if you have a max critical of 55 million, then times 2, then that should be like around 80 or 90. You know, there should be an increase of like around 35 to 40% from your regular damage. So tanks do give extra credit in hitting boss monsters, except for the next boss. I'm going to explain after we finish killing this first boss, because right now Nezu is clearing up the lesser mobs so that it's easier for us to focus on the boss. Here we go. It's almost dead. Okay, a little bit left. So as what you can see on my pickup pet, I'm using celestial beads because they do give a lot of power boost for your character, especially for your pickup pets. And I recommend that you do Coliseum, even if it's just 100 tubs per day. If you can make like around 300 token of bravery per day for 3 runs, then that's actually nice. After a few days, you'll be able to collect for your bead, celestial bead. The celestial bead will stay for like around 27 days. And it costs like around 1,500 token of bravery in the Coliseum manager. I do recommend that you use celestial beads because it does give your damage quite a boost. So in this area, in the second boss, while my tank is preparing, I'm going there, Nezu is also going there. The element here is water because the boss's main element is fire. So the weakness of fire is water. I recommend that you put water on your suit or put water on your weapon. For now, I'm using only water on my weapon, not on my suit, because the thing is, in this area the boss doesn't hit that much because I'm using my tank. So I put my tank. Even if my tank is there, the tank's passive ×2 for the Templars doesn't really work on this boss. I have no idea why. So our damage normally sticks until 50 million maximum critical around here. Even if the right element, I think the boss has like a huge magic defense for water elements. So that's why, and also for the tank, it doesn't really work. As what you can see, the tank's passive ×2 hit is not working around this area. So all you have to do is just probably kill and wait. Also in this area, I recommend that you don't go closer to the boss while the tank is doing its job. If you're a tanker, just do the sneak. As what you can see over there, the top of the boss's status, you see a net. It actually weakens the block rate of the monster boss. So it does help a lot if you are a tanker. Not forget to, of course, heal yourself. And for this one, I recommend that you don't go closer because like the hits of the boss ranges from, you know, I want the boss to hit the tank directly, not us. Well, not the damage dealer. The damage dealers go to the back because it's easier and it's more safer actually. Not a minute has passed and the HP of the boss has already lessened. So let's see. Be careful of the good boy because these monsters can only be hit by magic. So good boy, as you can see, those small dogs running around. This can only be hit by magic dealers, and no manual one hit can kill them. So if you have a magic dealer AoE, or if your force master has that MP AoE, I recommend that you don't buff all of the force master's buff so that you have your MP skill left, and you'll be able to do the damage later on if you want to help killing the mobs. So a minute has passed and the HP of the boss is already almost half. In no time the boss will be doing rage also, so yeah. I recommend that you bring a lot of small remantis if you are a tanker. because smaller mantis has shorter cooldown rather than the regular mantis. The regular mantis, you have like a full HP cycle, like around 10 million HP. So is it 10 million or 100 million? Not too sure. It does cycle back to your original HP, but the cooldown of the huge mantis takes quite a while. So I recommend that you use smaller mantis, because smaller mantis you can do a 5 million regeneration with the smaller mantis straight if you just press the button or your skill button or your keyboard. Alright. Actually earlier I was like doing Colosseum, but I was having issues with the legendary. I was doing the tank and then my FM was like hitting the boss, and then suddenly I got kicked out from the Colosseum. I don't understand why, but I think it was a little bit bummed, because I think it was bugged. Because if you die, right, normally your buff will come off, but the HP of my tank was like with full buff, and my Force Master was also with full buff. So yeah, over here it's almost 2 minutes, or around 3 minutes. So yeah, the killing time of the boss is not that long. Almost there. And if you have like lots of premiums, I recommend that you limit the use of your egg premiums, because egg premiums are so rare. I'm not so sure if we'll be able to find egg premiums these days. I guess you have to buy them with Penya or with parents. It's gonna cost a lot though. Almost there. Nezu's doing pretty well. Nezu's sticking for a while. This is crazy. Actually, I turned on the item effect. It includes the skill effect of the boss. So yeah, it's quite a better scenery if you turn on your item effect around here. But if your internet connection is a little bit slow, then just turn it off. If you're a bit laggy and you're not sure about it, then just turn it off, guys. Alright. Almost there. Almost dead. A few million left. And this boss is going to be dead. And we were going to the third boss. Here we go. Almost dead. There you go, dead. Alright, then we're gonna go to the next boss. I recommend that if you have the tank, you clear the mobs off. As what you can see over there, my tank is like collecting all those monsters. These monsters cannot be hit by a regular attack. They can only be hit by magic attack. So if you have like an Arcanist, or if you have a Mentalist around this area, I recommend that you bring your friends. Any Mentalist will do, any Arcanist will do. The more the merrier, the more the faster. If you have AoE FMs, please ask them not to skill the resist or the Iblis skill of the Force Master. Don't use it, so that you will be able to use your AoE skill. So over here, I'm trying to use the skill as much as I can, because the thing is, Nezu can't do the duel a little bit laggy today. So for now, we're gonna stick with 3 characters, 3-man team. A tank, Nezu, and me. It's not bad. It's 6.8. It might take a while killing the boss, but if your tank has good HP, then it's fine. We're not rushing around this area. Because if I die, all the monsters will move to my Force Master, or it will move to Nezu. So it's just either me or Nezu. But so far, still surviving. The good boy and this white monster mage mage dealers. Mage damage dealers are really helpful in this area. If you have a mage damage dealer that hits like around 20 million to 30 million, that's perfect. If the hits are around 40 million to 50 to 60, perfect. Just probably less than a minute. It'll die after 1 minute, or maybe less. There are actually a lot. So if you're a tank around here, I recommend that you bring holy scrolls. Because you know why? These monsters do looting a lot. It's going to be really hard to tank. They will loot you and you won't be able to move far an inch in this area. So if you have plenty of tobs, token of bravery, you can buy holy scrolls in the Coliseum Manager. I think it's like around 115, and you get no, I think it's like around 700 token of bravery for 500 holy scrolls. So it's worth the bargain actually. It's not that bad. It's a good thing because it's not under IP. At least you can just like farm cobs to be able to buy holy scrolls. Tankers are actually very needed in this area, because tankers are the only one who can go through this area without dying. Probably a mage doing an AoE around this area will die in an instant. Especially during the rage period of these monsters, they do hits like around 1 million, 1.5, 1.9, 1.7. So yeah, you better be prepared if you're a tank. Alright, so we killed the boss. We are going to change the element. The element of the last boss is actually fire. So the weakness of the boss is fire. Last mini boss before the main boss. So change your element into fire for your weapon and for your suit. Then after that one, just do it. Buff all you want. Yeah, all the prompts that you can use it, because it's going to help, even if it's just like stamina +7, strength +7, dex +7, int +7. It does make a difference. So here we go. All right, there you go, Nezu. Hey. All right, my cat needs my attention. So yeah, here we are in the third boss. We're gonna kill this one till we are satisfied. Alright, that's probably for the time. How many minutes we're going to be able to kill this boss. Now in this area, the tanker's passive skill, which do double damage for the boss, actually works. So as you can see, I think it looks like there's some little bit of holy cross over here. Max critical that we can do around this area is around 90 for a full stamina character with 90 million critical hits. Should be fine. It's not that bad. Thank you to Templars. Actually, it's less than a minute, and then the boss's HP is almost half now. So if you are like around 4-man team or 5-man team, 6-man team around here, if you have a guild, ask your guild team to help you, kill the boss. And you can just share the loots of the main boss. Actually, the Crypt dungeon boss, the drops, the weapons, the cloaks, it is so random. It is 50-50. It's 50-50 that you get something, or 50% that you don't get nothing. So don't expect much every time you do Crypt, especially when you put all your effort in it. Don't lose hope, because like sometimes you're too excited. For example, me on my first time I was doing Crypt and I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna kill this monster, and I was like doing all the pots and all the prems too much, and then suddenly when the last boss died, I was like, the fuck. It didn't drop any, just a treasure box and a random bronze key. I was like, oh shit. But guys, don't get demotivated every time, because like once there's a drop, it's rare. You don't see this kind of transmute weapons all the time. The cloaks, the weapons, it looks pretty cool rather than buying it on the NPC or in the IP area. Some of the transmute actually goes from like 5 KP, 4 KP until 8 KP, depends on the weapon transmute. So if you see a knuckle, if you're lucky, you get a knuckle. If you're lucky, you get like a book, a sword, an axe. That's easy money. A yo-yo, that's easy money, guys. So that's why some people they play Insanity Flyff just to do the Crypt dungeon, because like the transmute, the drops of this area is good money actually. It's a good way to save money. Or to earn money and save, you know, because you'll never know what's your next plan. If you do the Crypt dungeon all the time, and then I would say out of your 4 runs you get like 1 item, it's not that bad, you know, because like sometimes there's nothing. 2 runs, 3 runs straight empty. So yeah, if you have a good friend in this game, do the Crypt dungeon with your good friend, because like you guys can share how much the penya after how much parents after the item is sold in the market, and it's worth it. It's good for starters. But if you do like a full party, like 8 people, and you divide the item into 8, so yeah, you will still be able to get money out from it, which is good. That's good. But it's gonna take a while if you want to earn fast money, you know. And yeah, so a little bit of talking, and the HP of the boss is already lowering down. I think Nezu died, so yeah, just prepare your buff pangs, rebuff immediately, and hit boss monster. So yeah, we are doing like around 94 million. Good, 96 million. Fuck, I want to see my character doing 100 million around here. Maybe I should change something, like maybe put a little bit of strength in this area. Maybe I will make a next video that I will do. I will create like a hybrid stats. Maybe mix a little bit of strength, so I can see better damages. Alright, third mini boss is dead, and all we had was just blue chips. Right, rebuff, run. So we're going to the main boss now. Just go back to where you came from, and then you will see a single main door over here, empty, and then you just go straight. Automatically you'll be redirected to the main Crypt boss. There you go, that's the main Crypt boss over there. So let's see. That's the main Crypt boss, guys, and we're gonna hit it. Okay, the element for this one is we have earth. So my recommendation for earth, the weakness of earth element is wind. So if you can put wind on your knuckle and on your suit, change the element, you will survive. So far we are doing like around 81 million criticals for the Crypt boss, so it's not that bad with a full stamina. Next time when I will do the Crypt, I'll mix a little bit of like around 200 for this, maybe a little bit of 200 strength, because like it does hurt. The Crypt boss does hurt. Mix it, so because like the more strength you put, the better damage for Force Master PVE type actually. So yeah, do not go near the tank every time you do Crypt boss. That's what I have noticed. Don't go closer, because once you go closer, the critical of the Crypt boss hits a lot. So try to avoid it, guys. avoid it as much as possible. Once the boss pulls you in, scatter and go at the back of the area, back of the crypt boss, so that you are quite safe and you won't die. All right. I hope we get something out from this one because it's been. Wait, I did not play Flyff yesterday, so I just came back today. So it's like work. Everyone, see, it pulls you out. Run away. See, saw that. Once it pulls you in, and it does its magic of critical hitting people. Nezu just died. So yeah. Once it be very careful every time the boss does that. Run away, go out. I think the boss is hitting in my area. I should move away from here. Wait 1 second, it's too hard. I'm doing duel right now. Okay. Move on the other side. Okay. Back. Right, Nezu's back. And we're almost there. Every time I see like the HP of the boss to be a little bit tiny, I get so excited. It's like from the first hits, I was like, meh, it's gonna take so long. And then once the HP is like almost empty, I was like, all right, let's do this. This is it. Actually, I did not use Scroll of Acquisition around this area. That's probably why we should use. Don't forget to use Scroll of Low Acquisition. Even if it's just low acquisition, it will allow you to at least somehow have a little bit of drops. Okay. Deem dead. There you go. You get something else. Let's check. Empty. Diyos mio. Ginoo ko. Bokya. Ano naman. Bokya na naman ang Crypt. Nako. It's very random in this area. You don't expect that you get something. Bokya. So guys, yeah, that was it. So that was my Crypt dungeon run, and I hope you enjoy my video. So alright guys, enjoy and ciao. Please subscribe.